Hello everyone, thank you guys for the support and getting us over 100 subscribers, and today we have a treat. We're going to go over the top 10 in Premier based off the point scale. 1 point for winning the division over these first 2 years, 2 for 12 plus wins, 2 for a wild card loss, 4 for a divisional round loss, and 8 for a conference championship loss. Obviously we know the playoffs are more important, and as you can see, 16 for a Super Bowl loss, 32 for a Super Bowl win. The tiebreakers go off of playoff appearances, head-to-head matchups, deeper playoff run, and playoff wins. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, we have Gutta and the Chiefs. Based on that powerful running game in Pollard, he earned 10 total points, and you can see why. This was a playoff game that he played against Dez in that conference championship game, and that got him 8 points there, and he had 12 wins throughout the season. However, as we know, it ended in heartbreak off of this tough 4th and 18 play. Dez down 11, big touchdown there, would come roaring back and win the game. For Gutta and the Chiefs, Tony Pollard was a star player for them, as well as Jameis Winston throughout those couple of years, and now they have moved on to approach. In offense, they were 9th in points last year and 5th in points allowed with 16 a game. But now they have Russell Wilson and look to move forward with that. 9th place, we have Jime, the Panthers, with 12 total points. Now, Jime has been seen because of what happens at the end of this play, but not at the beginning, with Jimmy G throwing the ball and Mixon running over people throughout the year, and he's been causing people a lot of problems that way. However, as you can see in this divisional round matchup, he's only won 1 playoff game and lost in the divisional round twice. He did have a stud first year getting him 2 points, but those divisional round losses couldn't get him any farther. As you can see, Jimmy G has had a solid and underrated early performance, but Joe Mixon is clearly what drives the team with 25 touchdowns and 1,800 yards. Jime's also been looking to make a lot of moves, so we will see what happens. 12th in points last year and 4th in points against, only allowing 16 a game. Another user who doesn't seem to be able to get past the divisional round is AJ, who comes in at 8th. As you can see, he's got an explosive offense with Justice Hill and Russell Wilson behind there, and he's been littered across the highlights page with some classic performances, mainly because of Russell Wilson could do rolling out of the pocket and making big plays. However, the Patriots have decided to go in a different direction with a trade for Tony Pollard because of throws like this late in the game, and AJ does not like the fact that he makes too many mistakes with Russell Wilson that he considers has cost him playoff games. As you can see though, Wilson has been amazing throughout early in those 2 years, running and throwing the ball, as well as Marquise Brown, who as well got moved to the Chiefs. But they will use Justice Hill and Tony Pollard and see what happens as they go forward. One of 2 rankings, which is a rough one, is Jacob at 7 with the Ravens. They have a great running game with Bryce Love, and they did have Saquon Barkley for years. However, he has moved on. The reason that this ranking is so tough is because Jacob did not get the opportunity to play his wild card game given the birth of his child, which congratulations, Jacob. As we see though, Quinn Callahan and Scotty Miller look to lead the team forward, and even though Callahan did not have a great rookie year, he will be a featured part as Saquon Barkley has moved on to the Falcons, but they did replace him with Stephen Ashley and Bryce Love. We will see where the Ravens go forward, but last year they had a lot going well for them as they were 10th in points scored, but 21st in points allowed, allowing 27.5 per game. Now I know you guys have been wondering what the hell this is on the screen, but it's an armadillo, of course. Dez and the Armadillo coming in 6th, formerly known as the Cleveland Browns, with their explosive passing attack led by Desi Banyard. Now, as we can see, a clutch performance in the conference championship game to get them into the Super Bowl, but we do know what happened in the Super Bowl. A rough hit here led them to a big donut. However, making the Super Bowl did give them 16 points. They have never won 12 games and didn't make the playoffs in any other season. Desi Banyard had a great rookie season. He looks to continue that in year 2. And Tariq Cohen is a nice, steady running back for them as well, while Mike Williams got off the ground. Dez was 7th in offense and 7th in defense, allowing 22.5 per game, so we will see how they can do going forward. The Armadillos out of 5th place is Maysoon with an extra playoff appearance. It can be said that no one in this league has a better connection quarterback than Mason does with Mahomes, with the ability to roll the pocket and fire in bombs, and they have started to incorporate Le'Veon Bell much more into the offense after year 2. However, as you can see in this playoff game, just unlucky situations have hit the Cowboys as when they lost in the conference championship in season 1 and divisional round in year 2. However, Mahomes is still an amazing player, throwing over 40 touchdowns in both seasons. And as we mentioned, Le'Veon Bell, a strong part as well. The only thing really holding the Cowboys back, again, are those unlucky breaks in the playoffs. But as coming in 4th in the league in offense and 3rd in defense, allowing 15.7 a game. At 4th in our rankings, we have our Birds with 18 total points. Just known for just getting kind of lucky in these late game situations that continued as they won their first playoff game this year in the divisional round. However, they are 1-2 in the offs, and the conference championship proved to be a disaster, with Juan and the Seahawks stomping on them, winning 41-17. But they have won the first seed in the playoffs, and so that counts for something. Cam Newton has been the leader of the team, but Derek Carr took over later in the year to take over, and Ezekiel Elliott has always been a staunch part of the team, leading them in rushing. The Eagles are 25th, however, in point list, but they are 1st in defense, allowing just over 12 a game. Ranked number 3 is APO and the Cardinals, based off of making the playoffs twice and that Super Bowl appearance in year 1. As you can see right here, they are led by Leonard Fournette in an explosive ground game. But in the playoffs last season, Big Ben cost them, throwing a tough interception late in the game as they came up just a little short. However, this year it appeared that the Cardinals would miss the playoffs before this incredible late overtime throw to AJ Green, which led to a win. They ended up scrapping the playoffs, but losing to Giants in the first round. Tyree Jackson was the new quarterback addition to the team, but Leonard Fournette has always been what has driven the team running the football. The Cardinals are 21st in points scored, but 9th in points allowed, giving up 21 a game. The second ranking on this list, which is tough, is Rod at 2 with 35 total points. As you can see, his connection with Aaron Rodgers is a big one in the post-playoffs, and Chubb as well, as that led him to a ring. However, the thing that docks him some points, I myself made giving Jags the force over him and not allowing him the chance to repeat in the playoffs. But he is still ranked 2nd, given that Super Bowl victory, the 12 wins that came with it, and the fact that he won the division. So at 35 points, we will see what Rod can do with an aging Rodgers, who has been just great for him to this point, and running back Nick Chubb as well, who has been a powerful force for the Titans entering year 3. They also have Paris Campbell and Evan Ingram, who have been fantastic as well, but we did see a dip off, 6th in points scored and 14th in points allowed, allowing 25 points a game. Coming in at number 1 in our pre-38 total points. After a wild card loss in season 1, he has come back with Matt Breida stronger than ever, blowing out all opponents in his path in the playoffs this season. And as you can see, while Mason and Mahomes are the best quarterback user tandem, no one has a repertoire with one like Juan does with Breida, and it shows as he was just an unstoppable force throughout the postseason. With the number 2 offense in the league and number 2 defense, the stop of this number 1 ranking up to this point. Now, with the league out today, Saturday afternoon, we will see if anyone can catch up to Breida with his 1,800 yards rushing and 20 TDs in both seasons. Juan is number 2 in points scored and 2nd in points allowed to this point. So we will see if anyone can take down the champ.